Hey everybody, I'm Kyle, there's JP. Last week's video was Dossie Board, and these are the comments. From John Lionheart, where did you get the name Dossie? So the incorrect but popular opinion on where the Ouija board got its name is by combining the word yes from two different languages. So Ian just picked two other languages when we were writing it. And so yeah, we ended up with Dossie. And there you go, that's basically it.
From Harold L. Looks like you got the clock from IKEA too, am I right?
Yeah.
I don't know where that clock's from.
I appreciated that version of this comment.
Is that the only one on here? That's
Yes, I didn't include all the rest of the clock comments on this one.
I told Kyle, like, people are going to notice that
during
clock.
shooting. We didn't notice until we were already, like, halfway through my shots is why. And then JP was like, by the way, clock. And I was like, crap, yeah. So we either start over or we just accept the fact that people are going to be commenting on the clock. And I decided to do it that way. And there were, like, I could have gone in and, like, used After Effects to probably fix it later. It was just multiple points. I was like, it's not worth the work. And I still kind of stand by that, but I thought it would be, like, less than 50% of the comments, at least, about the clock. It would just be, like, a couple here and there. Psychic Rad Roach says, whoa, I really like the pacing of this one. It's not like the other ones at all, but still just as hilarious. Will we see more sketches like this in the future? I thought it was actually a good sketch, personally. I was really proud
I liked it, yeah.
It's the only reason I'm annoyed by the fact that the clock was ended up being left in there.
I wonder what the comments would have been like if we didn't have the clock.
But yeah, I was really happy with the script. I feel like this is like the correct version of what we were trying to do with the telescope one.
You missed it.
You missed it, right. I feel like that was kind of like we were trying to touch on it a little bit in our later sketches, including the one we just finished filming.
You asked if you can expect videos like this. We just finished filming one.
Yeah, Monday. This Monday will be another similar one.
From DellaRend. Is the red cloak outside the window supposed to be the ghost? This is Duke. No, what you thought was the red cloak outside the window was an umbrella that was closed. It was like one of those patio umbrellas.
Yeah, it didn't occur to me that that would be an association at all.
Yeah, that's
and it didn't stand out to me because I can't see red well, so... Bracky98 said, that gunshot actually scared me. I was happy with that. There were a few comments about that, actually. Just that we did the gunshot at the end, and it caught people off guard.
Yeah.
Which I guess means we've had enough of a gap now of the gunshot gag.
I don't know if
expecting it.
I don't know if it's on here, but there was a comment pointing out your stone cold psychotic stare at the end. That was... Even I was watching him do it like, wow. From Legal Liberal. You missed a golden chance for what you say.
I just saw that one today as I was looking through the comments.
That would have I didn't even see this comment. That would have been fantastic.
Anybody has my full permission to make to do a re-upload on their channel with that song playing and it like going in slow motion.
And then suddenly I'm alive and I'm like shooting back.
What you say? What you say? What you say?
Plaid Chickens says, Ouija board, what about a Mario board or a Bowser board? Angry face. I just wanted to use this to bring up a video that JP showed me the day we were filming it that I wanted to direct everybody to, which is somebody just reading off all the misspellings of Ouija board that he found on everything. And there's like a whole section where it's just Luigi board, Luigi board.
What's up with the Luigi board game? Is it creepy or what? Is it possible to die for playing this game? Oh.
From Yannick Martins. Now that you have a Dossie board, can you ask Jeffrey when Self-Fulfilling Idiocy 3 is coming?
So we were supposed to release that one in December. That's what we said. Because Sophia, the person who played Russia's leader in our first of 5 video, has a TARDIS that they made for a series they're doing. And so we thought it'd be great. We've always wanted to do a Doctor Who video, but we were like weirdly reverent of the show, so I couldn't think of like a good way to make fun of it. And then I was like, wait, I have a quirky like time travel series. So we were going to do that and borrow her TARDIS, but then it broke, and I haven't heard any updates on it since then. So that's the only thing we're waiting on. It's literally the only thing. Once that's put together, we'll be able to shoot it. I just have to hear back from her about when that's repaired. Harrison Kaiser asks, are you guys going to make the guards themselves 2 or part 5 or something? Because I feel like the story just kind of ended suddenly with several loose ends. We are, so it was originally supposed to be part of a larger series, but that was the idea in 2011 before we went through the trouble of making the whole thing.
My gosh.
And he realized how much work it was.
That was a process.
Which is why we ended up kind of closing it off. I have no immediate plans to make more of the guards themselves specifically, and we get this question a lot, which is why I wanted to go ahead and address it. But we do have 2 new series that we are currently working on. One that's very big and grand in the guards themselves level that I'm extremely excited about. So far, it is the best thing that we've written, and I really can't wait just to share it, like to actually have it made, because then we can show people like this is what we can really do with a TV show or something, and maybe use that to launch into getting money or contracts or things like that. But also, I just want to make it, like, just by itself, regardless of what comes from it. I like the story, and we're really excited about producing it. And if you donate to us on Patreon, we actually give more updates, more specific updates on it, because we like telling people, and they give us money. So, and then we have another one, which is, like, kind of in between a sketch and a series, which is going to be about people in VR, and it's going to just basically be recurring characters, but still kind of like our sketches, and just kind of released every time we have a chance to film one. So we have that to look forward to, at least, if you're looking for episodic content. But specifically, the guards themselves, we don't plan on continuing anytime in the near future, but I haven't completely thrown it away either. So we might revisit it in some capacity eventually.
Darko and Slendy Plays says, what's the hardest part about making a movie?
Currently, I'm thinking time, just because I'm attempting to film this before rushing out to go teach.
We had a light explode on us today.
We did, yeah. Just like showered sparks down on JP for no reason.
It's like...
honestly, time is like my biggest enemy. It's just trying to fit everything in that I want to do. But I think it just kind of depends on the person, really. Like, for a while, my biggest problem was just making myself do it. Like, just getting up with the energy to, like, just go do it, and kind of getting over that initial laziness.
Yeah.
Now that I'm over that, it's having enough time to fit everything in. But I feel like those are bad answers, because that can be applicable to almost anything, not just filmmaking. So I apologize that I'm not answering your question better. If I just had to pick, like, a specific part of it, probably the hardest part for me is maybe special effects. Just because it takes the longest. Like, that can add, like, 2 extra days onto the video production time if I have special effects or something, depending on how extensive they are. Finally, from Sammy Tizo, what's the weirdest thing you've ever had to buy for a video? That's a good question.
I'm curious, too.
This is a difficult question, because there are so many things. It's my Amazon, like, there is no way Amazon is getting any kind of, like, consumer data off of me, because my purchases do not follow any kind of logical pattern whatsoever. I think women's clothing is probably one of the weirder things compared to everything else that I buy. Just because it's like gun props, like food sometimes, sure, that's weird little, like, trinkets, but then also just, like, Renaissance dresses or something. They're just thrown into that.
Gonna get put on a watch list or something.
Yeah, I don't know what for, though. Like, watching for something, but I don't know what profile I fit.
We just gotta watch him.
Leave your comments and questions on any of the videos this week, and we will try to get to them next week. And until then, we will see you all next Friday. Bye.